Gary has made a sports. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Israel.
Right, and it turns out some people are trying to ridicule Gans. They're saying that Gans don't sing.
They don't sing anything
apart from food.
Apart from food. The last time it was about. You remember there was some derogatory thing last week about Gans, about comedy and that Ghan people are comedy. DKB and
DKB.
Charlie.
They're beginning to troll us. Okay, you carry on with the sport.
Welcome to the Sports on Prime. I'm Gary Al Smith, not Gary Howe Smith, believe me. Sports Ministry says they will make public any amount they will spend on Black Stars games. As we've said in the past couple of days, there's been a little bit of a controversy involving where the GNPC sponsorship of the Black Stars would go. And as we heard yesterday from Isaac Esiama, he said clearly that the Black Stars will not receive everything. It will be spread among other sports and things like that. And even for football, there will be more grassroots involvement. Here is a sequel.
My beef is that at every tournament, we should tell Ghanaians how much you spend on the tournament. If there is a friendly match, we should come out. Now, what I've gone further to do is that our match against US, a friendly match, for example, and Mexico, everything is here before this ministry. The contract is here. I have divided the contract is here. The amounts involved, they are here. Before they employ to USA, we are going to tell Ghanaians whatever is involved. We will sit here and tell Ghanaians that this is a match, everything, the amount involved is this. It's about who is responsible, who is in charge, and calling for accountability. So as a Minister for Youth and Sports, this is my style, that I'm demanding report, financial report on every engagement that the national team or the other national teams will have. Our match, friendly match in USA in June, I have all the financial details before my table. Understand? Whatever it entails. And I've told them that we are not going to put a person from the state. They must sponsor everything, those that are calling us. And it's going to happen. This government is not going to commit a PESWA to the friendly match with USA. Everything is there. And the amount they have got is enough to take care of the expenditure of the friendly match. Yes. So it's about who is in charge and who is demanding accountability.
Still on football, and in a couple of days, it will be the 1st of May, May Day. And as part of Ghana's 60 celebrations, Asante Kotoko will be playing with Hearts of Oak in what should be a showdown.
Like I said before, this program has the blessing and endorsement of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We are going to support it. We are also minded that this is happening on the first day of May, and happening in May and between Kotoko and Hearts. It should also serve to again foster positive competition. We recall the unfortunate events of May 9th some years back. And for me, this is also a part of the commemoration of the faithful departed on that fateful day. I use this opportunity to speak to our supporters that football in this country should become friendly intercourse, and I choose my words advisedly. It should be positive competition. The match between Kotoko and Hearts, and I love the enthusiasm that I have seen across the table, but it is all in the spirit of positive competition. We still pledge our support to the program. We will do everything in our power to support it. We wish the two teams the best of luck. We definitely anticipate a highly competitive match. The national coach will be there. I'm sure that will be one of his first major assignments as coach, because we are still looking for local talent. We are looking for local content, even in the composition of our national team. So the coach will be there to also scout for talent.
The multimedia group has been hyping the 2017 McDan Open to the highest heavens, and it started yesterday. And on day 2, on this day, Wisdom Na Adrago has progressed to the next round in this event. Let's hear him.
First and foremost, I'll give thanks to Almighty God. It has been a tough match for me. I started very well, but I think within the second set, I lost my control. The game was, it turned over, and I have to go back to, my normal game. I think with one or two things that I heard from, one of the coaches, he helped me, and I think through that I was able to focus on the match, and then I made the day. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was very anxious to finish the game because it happened to me in the second set when I was leading. And it turned over, I couldn't finish. So I was very scared. So I was going faster. I was rushing to finish the game, and it's something that I need to work on. So I've always been saying this. I can't promise, but I know I have to focus on match after match. That is how the game goes. You can't tell yourself that hey, you are winning, because there are tough matches ahead of me. And I think with my game plan that I'm using, by God's grace, I think all things will be possible for me. And by the end of the day, well, I'll be happy if I count myself the winner. Ghanaians should expect a lot from me, and also help me in prayers, because in everything there needs to be God first. So thanks to everyone who came here today to make my day, to my family, to my big bosses who have been helping me all the time.
So that's it for the local tennis. In global tennis news, one of the trending stories has involved Serena Williams. Now, she's been in the news in the last week for being pregnant while winning the Australian Open. And she's been making headlines since announcing her pregnancy last week. And it is no surprise that many are taking an interest on the athlete's personal life. One such person is Ilie Nastase, former world #1, who made a nasty comment about her unborn child. Now, according to the BBC, the 70-year-old Nastase speculated about whether or not Williams' child with fiancé Alexis Ohanian would look like chocolate with milk. This did not sit well with the expectant mom, who then fired back at him. And on Monday, the 36-year-old champion of tennis wrote a lengthy post on Instagram addressing Nastase's comment. She said, "It disappoints me to know we live in a society where people like Nastase can make such racist comments towards myself and my unborn child, and sexist comments against my peers." She continued, "You may shoot me with your words, you may try to kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, arise." And those are the words, of course, of Maya Angelou. And very interesting, she's also hit the beach after confirming her pregnancy. Meanwhile, the international tennis body in charge of the sport has launched an investigation into the former world #1's comments. That's the sport for now. You can get more on myjoyonline.com and also on Facebook and Twitter. That's finally the sport. I'm Gary Al Smith. I'll see you tomorrow.